so busy, and being creative is such a lonesome activity. You work there alone every day.
Is it a very lonely job over as a cartoonist?
No, the thing is, you really have to get out of your whatever it is, and soak it in. You know, you go back and you're more or less energized by your communal pursuits.
Wow. For those who do not know, Mr. Mel himself is going to release his new collection of cartoons. It's called Mel's Singapore, a cartoon walkabout published by Immigrant, and it's going to be released and even previewed over at the Singapore toy show this coming September 1st and 2nd, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
And please be there, and if not, you can always go look up at Immigrant, which is they have their own website for more information. And Mel, you know, what kind of challenges do most cartoonists like yourself face? Is it a very lonely road to walk on? It seemed to me that you guys are usually alone in the night or a day drawing cartoons and all that. What kind of consequence that follows being a cartoonist? What are the perks and the cons?
All right. The pros is that you can finish whatever it is that you're doing, and the cons is that the thing is, as long as you are aware that if you have been away too long away from everybody else, you'll have to be conscious about the fact that if you're alone too much and too far away from everybody else, then you get out. You have to decide for yourself. So that's pretty much it. And yeah, I think that's it. And
do you have any?
yeah, deadlines inspires you because it's there, and you have to finish something before that. So, but other than that, just being out there and being alone in here is just to strike a balance somewhere. So you have to have that. Otherwise, no point being, because the source of your inspiration is out there. It's not in here.
So how much time do you spend going out, getting your inspiration? 70%, 30%?
I don't have. You cannot really quantify it. So you ask the Malay would say agak-agak, no?
A balance.
The balance. So agak-agak. So if you feel that your material is not that ripe yet, then you go out. And if you feel that there's more that you can handle, then I'm here and actualize those ideas on paper.
Wow.
And that's it.
It seems to me that it's very challenging to be a cartoonist because, first of all, you got to able to establish a name for yourself and then try to find ways to have a regular income, especially if you have a family.
Yes. The thing is, if your aim is just to have a name, then I don't think this job is for you. I mean, it all boils down to what you have. You can sustain that. The operative board is, can you sustain it? Because some other guys are really good, but then again after a while they just disappear.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's bad because I mean you have hopes for them too, right? And they're very good, but then again after a while they just disappear.
Wow.
Yeah. And I knew quite a lot of them. So it's sad. It's sad actually, but.
What's the future of cartoons for cartoonists?
I was asking myself about that earlier today, and I was thinking, is cartoonists really needed? That kind of.
Because with all the technology.
Then again, you have technology, and then but then you could self-publish, but then again, your bread and butter is still the real paper that you get to hold every day. So if you still have that, then I think that's so important.
Even for ebook,
yeah, yes.
You can't get away with it.
You can't get away from it. So yeah, I mean,
being a cartoonist, is it important for you to exercise your craft daily, just so that you will not lose your skill as a cartoonist?
yeah, you have to.
And how often do you do that?
Until before I sleep. I do, yeah, I do sketches before I sleep.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's like it's like you eat, drink, breathe cartoons, something like that. So
So it's eat, breathe, dream, cartoons.
cartoons, yeah. So that's it.
What? So what are your plans for the future? Do you intend to release more
Yes.
of graphics,
Yes.
even your own biography?
Yes. I mean, if someone will write about my work, then by all means, I could give him a lot of
Dude.
experience.
Has anyone talked to you about making a movie out of it? About from your cartoons and everything? No.
No. Not yet, by the way. I hope so. But okay, let's wait and see. Let's wait and see.
Now, earlier I mentioned that you were a Filipino.
Yes.
And what is it like, and what does it mean to be a Filipino diaspora? I mean, you're out here in Singapore, away from home. Does it mean anything to you? Don't you miss home?
I miss home only because of my mother is there, and that's where you grew up in, and that's where you get that sense of being able to do something, right? And then that's where you get to really feel the support, right? That you got when you were young, and that's giving you all sorts of things, and asking you to draw something for them, pictures, including pictures, and then you get to draw it on the board. Can you draw the parts of the cell? And then we have a chemistry teacher who always wants me to, the science teacher, always parts of the body, to draw the skeleton. Missing home, but the thing is, as they were saying, highly globalized world, right? Your home could be anywhere. I'm a Singaporean now, so I have satisfied the what you call it, the classification, the qualification for a highly globalized person, right? Where in the Philippines, my roots were Chinese, Filipino, and everything else, including Spanish.
And all your children.
Yeah, all children, all Rojak.
So all your children are Singaporean.
Yeah, eldest, my son has done his illness. And even for you, you're Steinberg, right?
Yes. But the thing is regarding about the Filipino diaspora.
Diaspora, yes.
What does it mean to you?
What it means is that something has gone wrong in the Philippines.
Really?
Economically, politically, could be, because if your politics is right, then your economy is right. So once everything is messed up somewhere, then and all of these people are trying to get out of there because of the sorry state of the land. Then
does your children feel Filipino or Singaporean? And does the diaspora mean anything to them?
because they got particularly born and grew up. My youngest was born here. They were like kids when we came here, like 4 or 5 years old. So the Philippines is like a tourist destination. It's not really something but of course they haven't lost they can understand Tagalog. They cannot speak it, but they can understand. So they respond in English. So yeah, I mean they're appreciative of their roots, of being Filipinos, but they don't want to be there. So it's like they just go there to visit, like as a tourist. It's a tourist destination, but they do appreciate their roots. So Filipino diaspora, yeah. I mean, I told you about it, right? What it means. But the thing is, it happened. So the answer is that it happened. The diaspora happened. So the question answers itself, you know. Why? Why do you have a diaspora like that? And like economic refugees, as I would call them. If I were to do a cartoon, I would call economic refugees.
Huh.
So
I look forward to that.
yeah.
So before we conclude, what advice would you give, lifelong advice would you give that your parents may have passed on to you, a lifelong code that you live on? And do you have an advice for, for future cartoonists who wants to aspire and follow in your footsteps?
Advice is for future cartoonists. One word: hard work. Just and well, if you love what you're doing, then all the other things falls into place. You just do whatever it is that you love doing. As for me, I love doing cartoons, and somehow, what could be more better than enjoying the things that you love and getting paid for it in the end.
In the end.
In the end.
That's good.
Yes. So that's it. Just do good work. That's it.
And about the code, did your father told you something?
My father
sticks to you?
was pretty much. He doesn't really talk that much, considering that he's a writer. He doesn't really talk that much, but whenever I need something like a paper to draw on, he will give me paper. He will give me books.
So he didn't say anything to you at all?
He didn't ever say anything.
Really?
But the actions speaks louder. You know?
Oh, so the action speaks louder.
Yeah. So it's so you give them that kind of support without ever saying anything. I mean that somehow resonates better than actually him saying that, oh, you draw on this and all that. But that's.
So what would be your motto that resonates through his actions?
I mean, just giving some, just support. I mean, that would be it. I mean, that kind of the actions of being
supportive,
charitable with whatever he has, in terms of this paper I have to write on, but because you need this more than I do, then I have to give it to you. I mean, something like that. So that kind of response, that if you are attuned to the needs of someone, then you could actually feel the needs that he wants, even if he doesn't say it, but that kind of being in tune with everybody else. So that could be the reason why my cartoons are that they were saying, it's not me, right, saying it, effective, because I'm kind of in tune with the.
So you reap what you sow?
Yeah, well, I could say that, yes. I yeah, could be, yes, thank you.
So everyone at the National Critics' Choice Online News viewers, you reap what you sow in your children's future. And don't forget to give them all the support they need. And if you're traveling to Singapore or any part of Asia, look out for Mel's cartoons on the newspapers and you might understand how he got it. And if you're looking for his collection, if you're here in September, do drop by at STGCC and at the Marina Bay Sands on 1st and 2nd September, and you might get a copy or a preview of his work. If not, you can always look up at Immigrant Publishers here in Singapore and you will get more information. Once again, thank you for joining me here with Mr. Mel at the National Critics' Choice Center Hyatt. I'm Robin Stienberg. Thank you.
Thank you, Robin. So how, your father is German?
I was adopted,
okay.
and which is why I'm
All right.